Now, John Joyce, are you involved in the coursing club?
I am, yes, yeah. My father was involved in it for years and years before that. Come back a long time ago.
Have you any idea how old that coursing club is, no?
Well, it's come back, I know for a fact, over to the 30s anyway. Because we have coursing cars come back. It was ran over the bog field in Westport House in the Domain. That was the very first one. It was ran for about 3 days there. It was a 3-day meeting. And that time, there was no dogs marking like there is now. Like you could, if you did 2 dogs, they looked nearly the same. You could change them around.
So
that time there was no marking or identification. Like there is now with the caution. You can't do that now because you get puff and they get so old they get marked. You get a tag mark on the rear, which actually goes into the ear, and it's part of the rear as they grow older, stay all the time. And they're checked every time you go into steps. Your dog is checked and your card is checked. Your card is all done with. They have a diagram of round. They have all his colours, his type of colours, the nails, his face, he's all the colour markings and everything on him, height, weight, and everything is on him. And then you'd have the tag in the ear, so the tag would be numbered beyond it as well, so that you couldn't swap one greyhound for another like they used to.
And can they change tags?
No. So once this is in the ear, like it's part of his ear. It's like a stapler going into your ear, but it leaves a tag number. And it cannot be changed or removed. It's on the dog for his life. Like, even...
And used to be a lot of shenanigans going on.
Oh, there used to be. But that's how you see you couldn't...
Switching and swapping.
Yeah, switching and swapping, like, there was... My father had a dog years ago, like, he often laughed about it, like, coming back to the bog field, that he, in his first course, there wasn't a dog in Ireland to beat him, but after that, anything, you'd beat him yourself, but they all had money on the other dog to win. I don't know what dog it was up against him. Of course, he knew he was on his own dog. And of course, his own dog won it. And so he had, I don't know what, a 30 or 40 pounds at the time, with an awful lot of money. But they swapped the dogs then later, and they all put it on my father's dog. What they thought was a father's dog. And just but that was as you guys used to go on that time.
And who are the big characters in the course now over the years now?
Matty Clark, of course.
Matty Clark,
one of them. Paddy O'Donnell on James Street, there'd been another one. And it's Paddy Gibbons, Paddy has been his brother-in-law. He's lived there beside the old Garda station.
Not Toby, no.
No.
Yeah, okay, right.
Timmy Sullivan, that was the Sullivans were on to it, and of course the Gerrishys, Brody Gerrishy and all the family, and then you'd have Brody Gavin with the key, and all the family, which are still involved in it. The family are still involved in that. Then you had ourselves, and now you have the Hopens, of course. That Hopen is still a big into it. Who else would be into it? You'd have Cotlands at the key, they are still into it. Who else would be into it? You've had a man there by the name of Mahon, Joe Mahon, he'd be out in, where are they called, up near, oh God, across my line or somewhere up that direction.
Oh, up that way. Yeah. But he wasn't a Westport man,
He wouldn't be Westport man, no. There's another, then there'd be, the Higginses from the Key, Tom Higgins, Troll Tom, his son.
Tom,
he jogged all the time.
Hang on a second.
One time my father did, like, years ago. He had some...
So he had a really good dog one time,
he did, yeah. He's one dog that he bought from, was involved one time coming home from a course, and he bought him at a pub. And he had him on the track, actually, believe it or not, from more than course, and he won all over Ireland, and he sold him to England after, and he won a lot in England after.
How long ago was that?
Oh, it's come back. I'm 51, more come back a long time
ago, yeah.
I say it should be going back probably to the 40s, I'd say.
Yeah, to get a really good price from him, he did.
He did at the time, yeah. And he kept, he used to keep reading the papers, like following him, how his progress, and he's done very well in England. He won what happened to him after that, and he never found out what happened to him after. But he was so, but he just, but by accident he bought him. To buy a buffer at
And did a really exceptional dog ever come out of Westport now that made it...
well, one day recently, Pat Hoban had a dog that ran up to the Oaks last year. He was beaten in the Oaks final.
In the final?
And she is an exception, which is very rare. There's only one of them, male dog, I can't remember where it was from, that ever won the Oaks since the start of it in Clonmel. Yeah. But she's still in a very exceptional bitch. Like, she's... like, if he gets a breeder, if she comes around now and she gets a breeder, like, he'll be taking it... and up to 5,000 for a pup.
Well, that's good, yeah.
So it's a lot of money, like, she's worth a lot of money now, like,
There used to be a lot of anti-blood sports things. That's kind of stopped now, is it?
I would say, but they still get a few all right, like, but, you know,
But you have control it better now, have you?
Yeah, well, there's all controls in it now. It's all, every dog is mushed now. All hairs are tagged, so that they're counted before, and you have to have a certain amount of hairs before you can run a course meeting. And then every one of them is counted and tagged again by the wildlife officers. And they accompany you too as you're releasing them back onto your reserves as well, to make sure that, we see you have 50 going in, you have to have 50 coming out.
Yeah. So there's no kills anymore.
No, there's no. Like your wildlife officers, they're all during the course, and they have the power. If they thought anything was going wrong or you're doing anything wrong, there's the power to stop the meeting straight away. But they're there on the day after when they're caught up again for releasing, and they're there to count them and to tag them. And to go with the person then, we say I was collecting them, we say for Westport. Well, I'd be accompanied by him, and we say we go to Louisburg, and there's maybe 4 or 5 different areas of Louisburg, and we say you let out 20 here, and you let out 30 more somewhere else or whatever. He keeps accounting exactly what's let out and make sure everything is done overboard.
So it's really well controlled now.
Yeah, they're well controlled, and they're all dog mushes now, so the dog can't kill a ear anymore. You had to have a certain type of muscle by the ICC, which is the Irish Coursing Club. Had to be up to that particular standard, which is checked also as you're going into steps with your dog. Your muscle is checked and your carb is checked and everything to make sure you're the dog. And
so it's still a very popular sport, is it?
Oh, very popular, yeah. You'd have over 20 or 30,000 people in Clonbell, like, over.
That's kind of the All-Ireland, is it?
Yeah, it's the All-Ireland. That's the final, you know, the big meeting.
Big meeting, yeah.
Like, if you qualify your dog, if you win a try stake in any course, then that qualifies you to run in Clonbell. And then in Clonbell, as I said, the Derby and the Oaks, the winner will be looking at 35,000 each, like, the winner, you know.
They're all trophies, are they?
Yeah, and then you'd have I think it's 12,000, I think, for second or something like that in the final, like, you know, so it's worth.
So if one of them dogs wins the Oaks or the Derby, they're worth a lot of money, is it?
Oh, it's worth an awful lot of money, yeah.
What's the most you ever heard of given for a dog?
There's an offer there on a very good dog lately for over 50,000.
50,000.
And he was talking to John, believe it or not. He's one of the best dogs in Ireland at the moment. I can't think of it off the top of my head. In fact, I wouldn't be able to tell you better now, you'd have the name of it. But I think he's talking down over 50 grand there for him lately.
Oh, that'll do.
But like, I mean, going to Stud Clinic course then.
Okay, I know.
He'd probably make it over the stud fees. That's probably why he turned it down, like.
So how much are the stud fees, did you say?
The stud fees could be anything up 5, 6, 7,000, like. Right. You know.
And how many kind of dog service in a year?
Well, he could service a fair few, like, you know, depending, like, and then there's no guarantee he's going to throw winners. You know.
Oh yeah.
That's that.
Do they generally, if they're good?
No,
stud dogs, they produce good dogs, they do,
sometimes now you can, it could be, you might have to have 3 or 4 different dishes before you could throw a winner, you know, that kind of way. And then one will come along and she produces a rake of winners.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then, like, you know, you could go down to, like, this is the chance. As the saying goes, you breed the best with the best and you hope for the best, and that's the kind of way it is. But there's no guarantee. It's like horses, like, it's the same in racing.
Yeah.